Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, Srinivas, sir, I will start the session. Okay, the participants will join later. Okay, somehow recording sessions, I'm recording the session so they can refer the recording sessions also. Okay, yesterday we had a lot of problems in the data set. After the session, I sat and I started analyzing the data set. Okay, so many problems were there in the data set, that is 13,300. But thanks to Ayush, he has cleared it seems. Okay, so he has built the model, but we will see that model later. Let me finish first. The main agenda of this session is I want everyone to design the model for using the multivariant, the data set. Okay, so that is there. And most important, as I told you, in machine learning, okay, so we need a clean structure format of the data set. Okay, then only we will get the accurate result. Okay, so that itself will take around 50% of the time, while designing the machine learning model. Today what I have done, Piyush already he has worked it since. He will show that model using the yesterday's data set. But later on what I did, again I downloaded one more data set, okay, from the 99 acres. Okay, I'll show you the data set, which is very the 100% clean data set. I hope you can see the screen now. Participant, can you see the screen? Which screen? Excel sheet you can see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, this is very clean data set I have. Yesterday, even we had problem in this column. Bommanhalli, you say Bommanhalli. Bommanahalli. Okay, so there was one space in between the two words. That was one problem we had. In BHK also some empty cells were there. Okay, so here also some empty cells were there. Okay, since it was around 13,300 amount of data, so I started clearing that data. Okay, so later on when I started working on that module again, the module was not fitting. That's the reason I took some other data set. Okay, so this is completely clean data set, and I have around 1000, I guess. Yeah, 1000 records I have. Okay, and I have the attributes like, I'm using the attributes like location, BHK, okay, furnishing, square feet, old, floor, as well as price. So what I will do, I'll use these columns, no, location, BHK, furnishing, square feet, old, floor, I'll use as a X variable, and this is going to be my Y variable. Understood? So this will be the dependent variable, and this is going to be the independent variable. Okay, so next is you know the procedure how to feed the data using Amazon SageMaker. So I will not repeat the same concept again. Okay, let's start with the direct programming. Okay, hope yesterday we cleared right this, participants. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, this much we have cleared, but someone had the Piyush had the doubt here. Dot format, why we are using this dot format bucket command? Yeah, data key. See what happens here is, even if you run this much of command, no, data location, and then give the path of that. Okay, so you can read the data, but sometimes in machine learning, what happens? We have to perform hyper tuning. Okay, hyper tuning. There is an option here, hyper tuning concept in SageMaker also. Okay, you can see here. So automatically we can perform hyper tuning job here. So in this case, what happened? We have to give the full permission for the entire S3 bucket. Understood? So the moment when you give the full permission for the entire S3 bucket, so what happened? Generally, we should call that we should call the data in that format, in this format bucket, comma, data location. Okay, so suppose if you want to give the full permission for the entire S3 bucket, then we need it. Okay, so this will help. This format will help when you are performing hyper tuning parameter system. Okay, so hope you are clear. Now next we had one more doubt here, R2 score. Okay, so when you take regression concepts, okay, in regression concept we can perform just like an hyper tuning parameter system using R2 score method. See this R2 score method, what generally it will do, it will try to select the best the price. If you take the y I have mentioned over there, which is nothing but my price, it will try to select the best price among n number of records. Understood? And based upon that best price, it try to fit the model. Okay, that will be default by R2 score method itself will take care of choosing the values from the x as well as y variable. Okay, so that is there. We will try to discuss this one. Okay, while fitting the model, the moment when I start fitting the model, I'll try to use R2 score. Okay, let's start with reading the data. So I'll read the data. You know very well how to read the data. PD dot read CSV. Okay, so next is, let's say my data is in data location. Okay, so data location, enter it. Okay, my data, I'm reading the data now. So you can see, okay, so this is the clean data. That means my through the CSV file, reading the data. Okay, so data is clean now, understood. So as far as this data is concerned, I'm more concerned about this location, BHK, furnishing, square feet, old and floor. I'll use this one. I'll try to separate this one. Okay, the data. Try to store in the x-axis. X variable, price I will try to store in Y variable. But before that one, I have to convert this string format of data to numerical format of a data. So I'll use encoder. Yesterday we struck here, understood? Because Y means we had some kind of a missing value in the cells, and there was a space in between the two words. That's the reason I was not able to perform that encoding operation. Understood? So that was that I think yesterday we struggled a lot. Today we came to know that, yeah, if you have a space, any missing values, it is not possible to perform encoding a system. ENC, same, I'll use the same code here, flow of code, label encoder. Okay. Next is, say, I'll perform ilog operation, data dot ilog. Okay, ilog. Index is, what is the index here? 1, right? Let me try with 1. Index is 1. 1, 0, 1. Yes. I'm not concerned about this column. Okay, so let's have location. So I want to convert that one into numerical values. So ilog semicolon 1. Sorry, colon 1. Next is, let's try to fit this encoding, label encoder. ENC fit transforms. There is a method called transforms, TARRN, yeah, NSFORM, transforms. Then give the data dot ilog function. Next, okay, so all the column. Okay, so yeah, one column. So let's try to see, okay, whether this really work or not. Yeah, so that is my statement. Now I have executed the statement. Let's see whether I have converted my the location value to numerical values or not. So what I will do, I'll just run head command here, data.head command. Let's see, can you see? Hello? Hello? Participants?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you can see, right? Piyush? Yes, you have any doubt here? No. See, have a look on this. Okay, so that was the problem what we was facing because of the space and dummy data. I was not able, but I will take that data set because I'm performing some data mining process using Tableau Prep Builder. So once the data is clean, again I will use and I'll try to predict, because we have somewhat around 13,300 amount of records over there. Okay, so obviously I'll get a good accurate the model.
Sir,
okay.
I have built that model. I have also used cross validation on it to see whether that tree is working fine on it or linear regression. So I will discuss when I will later discuss in on the class.
We'll do one thing. Let me finish this, then we'll discuss about that data set. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Even I'll get some more opportunity to learn. Okay. So yes, next sir. Is I have to separate now. Jairam sir. Jaykumar sir, yes, hello.
Yes.
Any doubt, sir? Jaykumar sir?
No doubt, but yesterday we did what is that? Get dummies, right?
Get dummies.
That actually converted this location detail to column.
Okay.
To columns, right?
Oh yes.
But here, what we are doing today is something different. We are just adding. Transforming that to 1 0 1 2,
1 0. Yeah, now I think the entire data now it is in the same format now.
It is mostly because that Whitefield and Bowman Harley, only
Yes.
two type of location is
Yeah,
there.
yeah, Bommanhalli. But if you add more also, that means it will.
Then it will take more than one column, sir, if
Yes.
you add more than two.
Okay, that we need to try. We'll try that one, Piyush. Fine. Hello.
Fine, fine.
Yeah, we'll try that one. Okay, so next is, let's try to separate this. Let's try to separate this data in terms of X and Y. Okay, so to separate in terms of X and Y, I'll have X value, X equal to data dot, I'll use ilog function. Okay, so I'll use the index, same index here, colon. Okay, comma, I want location index value is 1. Next, I want BHK 2. Okay, furnishing 3. Next, square feet, I think 4. Yeah, right, correct, 4. Old is 5. Next, even I want floor also. So let's say, okay, so X value got. Now let's see whether this statement will work or not. X, yeah, statement executed. Let me try again. Let me try to check the, I mean, the columns here, how many number of columns it has fetched. X of head. Okay, so next is shift and enter. Okay, so yeah, it's, yeah, location. X is having now location, BHK, furnishing, square feet, old. It's duplicating, right? Yeah, it's duplicating. Yeah, index here, while assigning the index, it should be after old, it should be floor index, yeah, 6. Fine, let me re-execute this. X of head, yeah, now data, yeah, in X I have this many columns, this many records are available now. Understood? So similarly, next, obviously, independent variable, let's say Y. Okay, Y is equal to, I'll just write directly, write data dot, what was that column name? Price, capital letter P, price. Okay, so next, enter it. Okay, let me check whether it has fetched price values or not. Shift enter. Yes, I got it. Okay, so that means the complete data is divided into 2 now. Okay, so next is, it's time for to divide the data in terms of training and testing. There are 2 X and Y value, multivariant data are there. So obviously I'm going to have X value for training and testing, as well as Y value for training and testing. Okay, so let's try to divide this. X of train, comma, X of test, next, Y of train, comma, Y of test. Next is train, already I'm calling this package train test split. Okay, so X comma, call the variable X comma Y. Next, let's try to give the size for this. Let's say the test size is say 30%, 0.3, that means for training I'm using 70% of the record here. Okay, so if I want to check for X of train, let's see, X of train, no, it gives an error. That means I have chosen, by default I have chosen 70%. One second, delete this cell. Okay, so by default I have chosen, for training I have chosen around 70% of the record. Now let's try to fit the linear regression function. Okay, so to fit the linear regression function, I'll call one variable called linear, just hit tab, linear regression. We'll try to check other, we'll try to calculate, let's see how much efficiency the other algorithms also give. When we talk about regression, there are 3 to 4 famous algorithms are there which are widely used. One is linear regression. One we have SVM, support vector machine. Next, another we have logistic regression. We'll try to check for both the algorithms, which gives an better accuracy. Okay, so first let's start with linear regression. Next, let's try to fit the model. To fit the model, what I will do, I'll call linear dot fit. Linear dot fit. Okay, give the training values of both the variable x of train.
What is this fit means?
Fit means we need to fit the module, sir. That means we will be creating one module using linear regressions. That is nothing but the output of the linear regression using that data.
Okay.
Understood?
Data. Okay.
Understood, no, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Next is linear dot fit x of train. So I'm feeding now training data. Okay, for linear regression algorithm. Next, y of train. Y of train. Let me check whether this will fit the model. Yeah, now that means the linear regression algorithm has accepted my training data. Got a point? And using linear regression, I'm getting an output here. And now to check the output, nothing but the prediction. Okay, let's see. I'll use R2 score now. Okay, so R2 score generally what it will do, it will try to choose the best price value from the Y, nothing but the price. Okay, so based upon that one, it try to gives the accuracy. So what I will do, let's have predict variable. Okay, predict linear dot predict. There is a method called predict. Okay, predict. And now I will supply my test values, x of test, x of test values. Okay, and enter it. Okay, statement executing. I'm executing the statement. So far, no problem. Now let's what I will do. I will give the y test value. Okay, to predict the accuracy of this model using linear regression. Okay, so R2 score. So I'll use R2 score now. R2 score. Y of it. Try to choose the best value from y test. Okay, so y test. Next, what was that predicted model? Yeah, predict, PRE. Okay, PRED. Let's try to see. Okay, how much accuracy I'm getting from this model. See, can you see this? That means my model. Okay, so model is giving around 80% of accuracy. Can you see this, participants?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah, so that means only 80%. 80% is okay, I can say. Okay, but I cannot decide 80%. When we are deploying in operational model, I think it's better to have 95% of the accuracy. But anyways, somehow we are getting 80%. Let's try to check now with other algorithms. Okay, regression algorithm. We'll see how much it gives. Okay. First, let's start with SVM. Okay, so to SVM, what I will do, I'll try to, SVM stands for support vector machine. Okay, sklearn dot SVM. Just hit here, you will get all the other options. Okay, so next import linear SV. There is a method called linear SVC. Okay, SVC. Import this package. Okay, so next let's try to, again we'll try to perform the same thing. Here what I will do, instead of linear, this linear is for linear regression. I'll have linear SVM. Linear SVM equal to linear SVM equal to, let's try to check linear SVC. Okay, linear SVC. Next to run the method, run it. Yeah, statement got executed. That means my SVM is also working. Next is I have to supply my training and testing data, right? So let's try to fit this linear SVM dot fit. Okay, dot fit. Next is training value. Okay, give the training value x of train, comma y of train. Okay, x of train comma y of train. Let's see whether this fits or not. Yeah, it's fitting, but it is giving the warning message. That means the warning message here generally, I think maybe our module will give negative accuracy here. Negative values it will give. Understood? That's the reason we are getting this type of an warning messages here. Let's see. Okay, let's try to run this. So to run this, what I will do, already 1 second, yeah, linear regression, it is working. Okay, I'll have predict SVM equal to linear SVM. Okay, linear SVM dot predict method I'll use. Predict method, then you give the test value, x of test. Okay, run it. Yeah, statement is executing. Again, I'll use R2 score to choose the best value from Y. R2 score, Y of test. Okay, comma, predict of what is that? SVM, no? Participants, SVM. I'm audible, right? Participants. Hello?
Yes, you're audible. You're audible.
Okay. Shift of enter. Let's see. Yeah, can you see this accuracy? It is in negative. That means I cannot use SVM model, SVM algorithm for my house prediction, especially for this data set. It is in the negative way. Okay, negative value. And R2 score. Okay, if it is negative also, R2 score method will display the negative accuracy here. That means it's not, SVM is not feasible for my this especially this data set. Let's try to check for one more algorithm called logistic regression algorithm, which is widely used, okay, in machine learning. Same thing what I will do, from sklearn dot linear model. Okay, so use dot linear model, import logistic regression. Just hit on tab, you will get logistic regression. Okay, so enter it. Okay, package got installed. Next to perform the same, okay, follow the same operation. What was that? Extrain, sorry, yeah, linear logistic log. I will use log linear. Okay, log linear equals to what was that? Logistic, no? Logistic regression. Okay, logistic regression, fit this one, run this algorithm. Yeah, statement got executed. Let's see. Next is, after this, okay, linear log linear. What is that variable? Log linear, right? Participants, log linear. Okay, log linear dot fit. I'll provide x of train, comma, x of y of train, fine. Enter it. Yeah, so that means it is also giving a warning message. Okay, convergence warning message it is giving, but I think we can pass the data here. Let's see. Let's try to run this also using R2 score. Okay, so next is predict logistic lean. Okay, logistic, I'll keep the same variable name, equals to logistic. Okay, logistic linear log linear dot predict. Give the testing values now. Testing variable, test. Next, enter it. Okay, so that means the algorithm is working now, working fine. Let's try to see how much accuracy we are getting from logistic regression algorithm. R2 score. Okay, R2 score, y of test, comma, what was that variable? Can anyone tell me? Predict log, right? Okay, predict log. Okay, predict log. Next, shift and enter. Can you see participant? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so see
Yes.
the variable. Yeah, see the accuracy here. It is in negative. Even I don't. Obviously, we can't use logistic regression even for this data set also. So same data set. SVM also logistic.
Sir,
regression.
we can't use because it is not classification. We have to predict the exact price.
Exactly. That is, yeah, SVM and logistic regression. Generally use SVM is generally we are using for image classification and clustering technique. Even logistic regression we are using for binary value, right? Hello, that's the reason. Logistic regression we will be using for binary value of data, and for SVM generally we use for image classification and for clustering technique. That's the reason. Okay, it is not giving a high accuracy. But this, as far as this data is concerned, this is the different format of data. Okay. I think it's for these type of a data, house prediction type of a data, I recommend linear regression algorithm. Okay, so if you have any other algorithm, please let me know so that I can practice that algorithm also. Participants, Piyush, hello.
Yes, sir. I have used
Which algorithm?
I have used tree classifier to predict. It got a nice accuracy of around 80%, but still it was less than linear classification. Means linear regression.
In tree, which algorithm you have used?
I have used binary tree classifier.
Okay, binary tree. Hold on, let me check that one. You try with XGBoost algorithm. Hello.
Hello. Yes,
Yeah. Can you try with XGBoost algorithm?
Okay, sir. I will include that also.
Yeah.
Till the end of class. And
yeah. Because most of the complicated data are there. No? Okay, model. Generally, even in hackathon also, they use XGBoost algorithm. Okay,
yes, sir.
to fit the model. Fine.
Yes, sir, I will try.
Other participant, you have any doubt here? So, in which model I should select now? I should go with the linear logistic. Obviously, I'll use linear the model now. Okay. So where it is? Where I have stored.
Sir,
my
you could
model?
go with decision tree class. Decision tree.
Decision tree also okay. Decision tree. Yeah, it's also okay, but I don't know about the accuracy. Maybe.
I got, sir. Wait, I will.
How much you are getting? Other participants? How much you are getting, Piyush?
I got 71% accuracy.
71. That means if you compare with linear, it is it's giving around 80%.
Sir, for me, linear gave almost highest of 87%.
87, yeah. Maximum 87.
86.29.
Yeah, 86.29. Yeah, 86% only you are getting.
Yes.
Okay, fine. But I think you are using other data set.
Yes, sir. I have cleaned that data set and I have created that for past data set. Means the last data set we used in class.
Okay. But I'm using some other data set here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then okay. Shall we proceed now?
And sir, you have taken R2 score. If you will directly take that normal L2 or L1 score, then it would be around, means it will be higher than R2 score.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll try that one. Fine. Shall we proceed? Are participants?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Other participants, you have any doubt? Because see, you take machine learning. Most of the machine learning, the programs will start from here. When you have model, so that model we can, by using some other programming language, let's say PHP, I want to deploy in the server using PHP and this model, we will be deploying it. Understood? If you have any doubt, ask now itself. Understood? Because I'm not going to repeat this. Last session, I took one column data. This session, I have taken multivariate column data. Understood? Now you can practice for other different type of data sets also. Okay, so the format will remain same, and you analyze the data, and just check which algorithm I can use to predict the highest accuracy. Fine. Now next is, let's try to convert into external file now. So to convert this linear regression into external file, so what I will do, I'll try to use job-lib method. Okay, technique. I'll try to import this. Import job-lib. Okay, job-lib. Shift and enter it. Next is job-lib external. Okay, job-lib. There is a method called dump. Okay, there is a method called dump. What was that? Okay, where I have stored my linear regression? What is that variable? I think the variable is this one, right? Linear. This is a variable. Okay, I'll use that linear. Linear. Yes, linear. Come on, let's try to give some name here. Let's say house prediction, in double quoted, house prediction underscore model. Okay, with extension .ml. Fine. Again, shift and enter it. Yeah, now my model is ready now. Okay, so that I can transfer this model to the server. Okay, so now next is, once the model is ready, next is go to your home page. So you can see the model here. Okay, so just what I will do now, I'll try to download this. I'll try to download this model. Okay, now let's try to deploy. Today, just try to have, I'll show you how to deploy the model. Okay, in production department, or you can say in any other by using some simple servers, I'll try my level best to deploy this the model. Okay, so now I got the external file with the extension HP underscore model. Okay, house prediction underscore model. So what I will do, let me copy this. Okay, hope you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see the.
Yeah, so my model is here. Okay, so let me copy this. Next, I'll go to AWS. I have some projects here. House prediction, forecasting. So I'll try to paste here. Okay, I'll try to paste here. So along with this HP model, suppose if I want to deploy in the production department, so I need some supporting files also. So what I have done here is, okay, so I have created one supporting file with .php. Okay, so PHP file. I'll come to this later. First, let's try to set up a server. Okay, so I'll use Amazon Web Services itself. Okay, to set up the server now. Next, what you have to do is go to EC2 engine. Go to EC2 engine. Go to EC2 engine. Hold on files. One second. Okay, so running instances. I'll create one new engine here. Hold on. This will take little time, around 5 minutes, you can say. Already, because these two engines are already in, already some websites are working in these two engines. Okay, so launch instance. Launch instance, I'll go with Ubuntu. If you want, you can choose any other flavor also. Next is, I'll keep the same thing, free tier. architecture, free tier eligible. I'll use the same thing. Next here, VPC default. Yeah, this also I'll keep default. Okay, so I don't want to change anything here. I'll keep the same. Storage 8 GB is okay. Okay, so next is tag. Let's say the tag be name. Suppose if you want to group, okay, in project, if you want to have a group, so you can make use of the tags here. Let's say what name I can give for this house prediction. Okay, house prediction. I'll give house underscore price prediction. Price prediction. Predict. Predict. I'll give configure secret. This is very important here. Okay, so since I'm using SSH to connect with Ubuntu server, but when we talk about the servers, okay, the servers sometimes generally what we do, we try to access the server through HTTP. So we need two more here. One is called TCP/IP. Once again, so what I will do, hold on. I need all traffic. I'll set by default all traffic. So this is the port. Next, anywhere. Again, I want one more. Okay, custom TCP. This one. Okay, so I'll use custom TCP. Just check here where it is custom TCP. Custom TCP all IPv6 custom TCP rule. Okay, so I'll choose this custom TCP rule. TCP. Give the port number be 8080. Okay, 8080 to access my HTML pages. Okay, so right now in Apache I will not use this, but in next two projects what I will do, I'm going to use the same instances where I'm going to deploy my REST APIs and Nginx server. Okay, to run my Python programs. So in that case, we need 8080 the port number. Okay, review and launch. Hold on, 1 second. Go to previous. Let me have anywhere here. Okay, anywhere. Review and launch. Next is launch it. Launch. I'll use the same existing key pair. Batch B2. Launch it. Launch it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on for a second. Okay, it's up and running. 1 second. Let this get initialized. It is initializing now. Hold on. Okay. So go to Putty. Putty. Copy this DNS. Okay. Next, paste it over here. Next is go to data. Type here Ubuntu. Okay, go to SSH. Auth. Browse it. Let's see. Okay, batch 21, my PPK file. Next to open. Yes. Wait. It is initializing. Wait. I can't access. 15. Any doubt, participants? Hello?
Refresh this once and see EC2 instances.
1 second, sir.
There is a refresh option right in the above the grid, right
Yeah.
side, the right top of it. There is a small recycle button is there.
Okay, one
So
second,
now
sir.
refresh the entire page.
Mm-hmm.
You can see. Let it come. I'll show you. You see this?
Where, sir? This one?
Yeah, exactly. Second icon.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Hold on. Okay. I'll try this. So this should be instance should be up and running. Then only I can log in. Do we have any other solution for this? Mm, Yes, it's working now. Let's try to. Okay, so I've copied here under data. Let's type Ubuntu. Okay, so let's see whether this will allow me to log in to EC2 server or not. Batch 21. Okay, and no key. There is a problem with key. Hold on. 50. Hold on. Let me use this IP address. Next, to paste it over here. Go to auth, browse, batch 21, open. Okay, yes, I can log in now. Ubuntu. Let me set the machine first. Ubuntu. Key problem. Key was batch 21, right? Participants?
Yeah. See any other keys there?
One second. Batch 21 only, sir. EFS, no, that key I used in a batch 21. Let me check this. It was working. Anyways, which screen you can see. I'll try this next, this instance. Okay, a REST API. We'll try with this instance. Okay. Let me copy this. Go to Putty. Paste it over here. Next, go to data. Next, Ubuntu. Next, to SSH. Okay. Go to batch 21. Let me try this instance. Yeah, it's up and running now. So I'll use this instance. Okay, instead of maybe because of that key. Okay, key is mismatching, or maybe I have selected some other name and I don't have that. Might be I have deleted that key. Fine. So I'll use this instance. Hope you can see the screen, right? Participants.
Yes, sir.
You can see
Okay.
the
So next is, okay, so I have to set the server now. Okay, so to set the server, by default, I'll take Apache. Next, we'll take REST API. REST API or Nginx server I'll use. Okay, to deploy my machine learning model. First, let's try to update my machine. Sudo apt-get update. Hold on. Okay. So after that, uh, after updating machine, so I want to install Apache. Okay, so see here, if you check the files, one second. Let's have a look. Let's try to see if you check this project now. So in this project, already HP underscore model.ml. Okay, I have created this, but I need some supporting documents for this, or supporting what I can say is the files. Okay, so what I will do, I'll use here index.php. Okay, so index.php, using this index.php, I'll try to deploy this model. Okay, so that means index.php means, so I have to install a server here. So I'll use Apache. Next, I want even PHP also. Okay, so to install this, I'll use sudo apt-get install Apache 2 PHP. Also I want some supporting documents like lib Apache 2 -mode. Okay, next to PHP. So these many things are required. Okay, just to install the server. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so it's installing now Apache server. Hold on. Failed to start Apache server, HTTP. Oh my God. Failed to start Apache HTTP server. We'll check now. Okay, so next what I will do, I'll go to my browser. I'll go to browser and check, okay, whether I'm able to run my Apache server or not. So which screen you can see now? Participants? Hello?
Console.
Which console, sir?
Browser.
Which console, sir? EC2, right?
EC2.
Yeah, okay, fine. So next what I will do, I'll just copy this. Okay, copy this, next paste it over here. Okay, because in that Nginx server is also, I have installed Nginx server in that. Let's see whether Apache will work or not. Yeah, Apache is working. Fine. So that means this page, no, that indicates that Apache is successfully working on that EC2 instance. Okay, so now what I have to do is, there is one default location here. Somewhere I'll show you. This is the default location. Have a look on this. Okay, where www, under this there is a directory called HTML. We need to check whether directory is available or not. If directory is there means, okay, so deploy that model over there along with the PHP file. Okay, or else, okay, within the www, it's better to deploy the complete ML model. Okay, so next our task should be to transfer the files from my local machine to next what, my EC2 server. So what I will do, I'll try to use SCP technique. As far as Windows is concerned, there is a method called WinSCP. Okay, so there it is. Hope you can see my desktop now. Hold on. You can see my desktop, I guess. Okay, so there is a, I'll use this software WinSCP, okay, to transfer the local file from my machine to the EC2 engine. So let me delete this first. Let me delete this. Let's try to create one new site. Give the host name. My host name is, hold on guys. My host name is this one. Okay, just copy that host name. Okay, copy the host name. Next username is, Username is here, username, give Ubuntu. Let me try with Ubuntu. Okay, so no password. Instead of password we have a ppk file. Go to advanced, go to SSH. Under SSH we have authentication. Click on private key file. It will take you to the batch 2 ppk. This is a ppk file. Open it. Next, okay, save it. Okay, so I think it's better to save this one in desktop. Now next is login. Let's see. Yeah, it's up and running now. Can you see? Hello, hello participants. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can see that.
You can see, no, so that means I have connected my local machine to now my EC2 engine or server. This is the contents which are in local machine. These are the contents which are in my what I can say in EC2 instance. Okay, so first let me delete some of the files. I was practicing this, so some of the files are available in on my EC2 engine now. Okay, so let me delete that. So rm app.py. Okay, I think that is related to sales, no? So I want index, right? Okay, so anyways, try to hold on. So let me forward those two files first. Let me transfer those files from local machine to my EC2 engine. Where it is, I have to go to my local machine, AWS, training projects, house production data. So here I want index file and this model. Okay, so just drag and drop. Just drag this and drop it over here. So that means I have transferred my index.php and sales not hyphen predictor, not this one. Is house prices, house prices underscore model. So those two files already I have transferred. Now let's try to see, okay, how I have created one simple script, okay, to fetch the data from my data set. Okay, and that we are feeding that. I'll show you that file. Okay, you will understand. Hold on. Let me open in Notepad++. Okay, so Notepad++. Okay, so this is a simple file. Okay, so where I'm using get and post method. Okay, so these are the you can see, right, participants? Hello, hello participants.
Yes, we can see.
You can keep on talking, keep on asking question, please. Okay, see, this is simple file I am using PHP get and post method I'm using. So these are the these are the location, column name, BHK, next is square feet, volt and floor. Okay, so these are nothing but my the X value. Understood? So that I'm fetching using the JSON file here, and this is the exact location. Okay, where I'm going to store these files. House price predicted.py. There is another file. Okay, I'll discuss about that one. Okay, in few minutes. Next is a simple form I have created here. This is default. You know this one. Script meta file. If you want, you can keep this. Even if you want this, better you delete this. Okay, so if you want, you can keep this for encoding systems. UTF, this is also optional, or else you can use UTF-16 also here. Okay, so this is related to metadata. So these are the some of the link. Okay, so some of the link of CSS. Next is most important here is the form. Okay, so under body section, so I have created the form here. Have a look on this. The location, label, under label. Okay, so location, that was my first column. That means I'm going to ask with the, I will ask, or I will request the client to feed the data. Okay, so based upon its requirement, Bommanhalli or Whitefield. I had That's the reason Boman Ali and Whitefield I'm getting here. Okay, so next BHK, similarly for BHK, okay, I have given 3 options, 1, 2, 3. Similarly for square feet, okay, so the client itself can, they can write, they can type how much area of square feet of flat he is booking in the specific region, year of hold, how many years of hold, the flat, and how many number of floors. There are 15 floors here, given the options of 15. Next you submit button, just one submit button I'm using here. Okay, this is it, very simple, the form I have created this. Okay, so now using this form I will try to feed the data to my model. Let's see whether that will work in server or not. Okay, so next let me close this. Okay, so after closing this, let's go to server, type ls. Can you see participants? Hello? Can you see participants?
Yeah, we can see
okay,
the
so,
PHP
yeah,
file.
there are 2 files here, index.php and hp_model, but I have to transfer this one to where? Under variable www HTML. Let's try to check that location first. Variable /www. Let me check this first. ls. So I have one more directory here called HTML. CD HTML. Okay, HTML. So here, okay, index dot. This is the location where I need to feed my that file. I have to transfer my file. Okay, already index.html is available. Since see, Nginx in this instance, okay, so Nginx server is also installed. Okay, so that's the reason I'm getting that Nginx server. I was practicing that. Anyways, first what I have to do is I have to remove that index file. Let me try to remove that index file first. Okay, to remove index file, sudo rm. Next, what is that command? Index, no? Call the file name index.html. Correct, right? Participants, yeah. It's working now. Okay, so that means index file is not available now. Now I have to for completely transfer my this file hp_model.ml and index.php to that particular folder. Okay, to move that, what I will do, I'll make use of sudo command mv. What was that location? The location was Ubuntu home, right? Ubuntu /home. Next is, I'll try once, index.php. Index.php. Next, this file I have to move where? /variable, okay, where /www/html. Your participants. Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
You're getting right. It's very simple. I'm just moving the file now. Shift. Okay. So next, enter it. Let's try. I can't move. No such file or directory.
PHP.
Once. Sorry, sir. I'm in where www.html. I should come out from this. Oh my God.
No. It says no such file exists. PHP index.php.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Index.php. A typo mistake. Index.php. Now I can run, right?
You have to move back to the same folder. You came out of it. Earlier you were in the HTML folder.
Yeah. www-html. Okay. Let me run now. No. What is happening? Okay, I'll try to come out of this. Move. What is that command? Move. Let me try to sudo move ubuntu home.index.php html. No, html / next index.php. Enter it. Yes. It's showing like there is no such file or directory. Hello,
Can you
participants?
check in the direct? Can you check the such directories there? Ubuntu/home.
Ubuntu/home. Yeah, PWD. This is the correct directory, sir.
What is it?
Home Ubuntu/home Ubuntu.
Home Ubuntu. You have
Correct, right?
given Ubuntu/home.
Okay.
No. You gave Ubuntu/home,
Okay. Sudo mv.
not home/Ubuntu. Can you just
One
you just
second.
swap and-
One second. Ubuntu. Correct. Now it's correct, right? The path. Participants. PHP.
yes,
Correct, no,
yes,
sir? Hello?
Yes,
Sir?
yes, go ahead.
Correct, no, sir? Variable. Okay, so next to www.html / index.php.
Is index.php is required? It's a target directory, right? You don't have to say index.php.
Yeah, it's working now. I have moved. Let me check first. cd home Ubuntu. Oh my god.
ls.
One second, sir.
That file is not there, index.php. Now
Where,
move to where the
Yeah, where? Where? www. HTML. ls. Now, yeah. Can you see? Index.php is now under where www/html. Next, similarly, I'll try to move my model now. To move the model, what I will do, same, I'll run the same command, but here, just replace this index.php with, what was that model name? HP
hp _model.ml.
Okay, so next is, okay, enter it. So that means that model got moved now. Let's see, ls. Yes, my model is up and working now. It's running in the server now. Let's try to run now. Okay, so to run the server, again I'll go to, already it is up and running. Let me try to refresh this. Okay, hope you can see now the screen. So this was my previous index.html. Let's try to check now. Apache. It's working. Nginx server. Still it is an Nginx server. That means I have to remove that file. Okay. Once again. Hold on.
There's a debian.html file is there.
Yeah, one more is there, sir. Debian.html. I have to remove that file. Okay, HTML. That's the reason. By default, it's taking that file. Index rm index.nginx.dfn file. Okay, so enter. I have removed now. Let me check now. I have only two files here, hp model.ml and index.php. Now let's try to run the server. Okay, to run the server, get this forbidden. There is problem here. Nginx, it is the Nginx is installed here. Sir, shall we try with the new EC2 instance? Hello, participants.
Yes, sir. We can.
It's better because in this Nginx server is already installed. I have configured that one. Okay, using Core 3, the model. Maybe that is the reason, I guess. Maybe this to launch the instance, it will take little time. Fine. One second. I'll use one more launch instance. Okay. CTR I'll use. Next is this as it is. I don't want to do this. One second. Add tags. Okay. Let's say batch 2. Batch 2. Configure security. Here I want all traffic. Yeah, this I'll keep default. Here, port I'll use 8080. No, I'll keep default on all type. 80 hosts. Keep default on. I'll use one more here, all traffic. Fine. Next, launch it. Launch this. Next to launch it, I'll choose new key pair here. Batch 2, I think this one. Okay. Batch 2, batch 20. Once again, I'll create new key pair for this. So, HP model. HP model. Download the key pair. Next, to launch the instance, go to PuTTyGen. PuTTyGen. Okay. Go to PuTTyGen. Go to the where it is in download file. All files. You can see the screen, right? Okay. Next, download PEM file. Next is save private key. Okay. Hold on. In desktop, I'll create one new folder here. Host price protection. Okay. So let's say HP model. HP model. PPK file. It is saved, right? One second. Yeah, here it is. Fine, no problem. HP model, the key is here. Right. Next is activate this view instance. It's initializing. Wait. Hello.
Yes, Mohammed. Yeah.
Yeah. One second. It's initializing. Hold on. Let me refresh this. Okay, let me close this. This also, let me close this. Okay, batch 2. Go to PuTTyGen. Here, copy that address, host name, paste it over here. Go to data, Ubuntu, go to SSH, auth, browser, go to desktop. In desktop, host predict, HP model key, open it. Okay, so yeah, it is configuring. Yeah, it's configured. Let me quickly reset this machine first. Okay, sudo apt-get update. Okay, so next is install Apache server. Sudo apt-get install Apache 2 PHP also I want. Next to lab with Apache 2 -mode, okay, -php. Hold on. Okay, so now in addition to this Apache server and PHP, okay, so I need even Python also, because I have designed my model in Python, so I have to install Python and all the packages what I have used in SageMaker. Okay, so next is sudo apt-get install Python 3. I think by default, okay, so that will be in EC2 itself. They have already, yeah, we have the Python 3. The next I need pip also, okay, so that I can install rest of the packages. Okay, so sudo install sudo apt-get install Python 3 hyphen pip3. I want pip. Okay, so let me install this. Okay, pip3 is already available over there. Now next, most important, I have to install all the packages what I have used in my machine learning model. That is, let's say NumPy. I'll use pandas also. Pandas I have used. sklearn I have used. Okay, so next, in addition to this, I will install this also. Sufi. Okay. Pip3. What was that error? Hello?
pip3 is not there. You have to install pip3. That's why it's suggesting to install pip3. It's there in the command. Right below the error, there's a command to install pip3.
Pip3 hyphen. This is the command, right? Sudo apt-get install.
Sir, you can directly
Sorry?
you can install Python. It contains all pip and all type of commands.
Sudo apt. Can anyone suggest me please? Which command? Madam, something you were saying. Get. Jairam sir?
No, there is no get. It's there. No, line number 3. It says sudo apt install. Same thing you put it.
Install Python 3 hyphen pip. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Huh? It is in progress. Okay, fine. Pip is installed now. I have to install all the packages. Pip 3. Pip 3 is not installed. Pip.
Pip,
Let me
yeah,
check.
pip. It's
Pip.
not pip.
Yeah. Pip 3 I required. Pip 3. Pip install numpy. Next I want pandas. Next I have used sklearn. Okay, CPy. This also I will try to install. See, pip not found.
Try pip 3 only.
Pip 3.
Just, pip 3 only.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, hold on. This will take little time, maybe 30 seconds. Fantastic. Okay, so all the packages are installed now. Now I have to transfer my model as well as my PHP file. Okay, so let me check here. So nothing is there. So now next, what I will do, I'll use is, I'll follow the same process. Okay, Win SCP. But remember, those who are using a Mac as well as the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so you can directly run using SCP command. SCP, then you give your DNS name, then you give the location where you want to save the file or the directory name. Suppose let us say you want to store the file in var www/html. So run SCP, then your DNS name. Okay, so after DNS name, you give the path of the directory where you want to store. Okay, automatically it will be transfer your data to that specific location. Okay, so next is I'll use WinSCP here. WinSCP. Again, okay, let me delete this. Delete this because this was for the previous instance. Okay, so next is we'll go here, copy this DNS. Hope you can see the screen. Copy this DNS. Next is WinSCP host name. Next user say Ubuntu advanced. Hit on advanced authentication. Next to share your PPK file. Desktop. Cost production, HP model, open, okay, save it, okay, log in. Hold on. Yeah, so now my system, okay, is connected with my new EC2 instance. Okay, so now I have to transfer. I want this file, index.html. Next, I want this HP model. Okay, HP model. Now next, we'll go to EC2 instance. Okay, let me check. Okay, so both the models are available here. Now I have to transfer this. I have to transfer this to where I have to transfer in this location. Where www.html. Let me check. Yes. Index is there. Okay, let me check whether my Apache server is working or not first. Go to URL, up and running. Yeah, Apache server is working fine. No problem with Apache server now. Okay, so now I have to transfer this file. Transfer the file. from my root location ls. So to transfer the file, I'll use sudo mv /home /ubuntu /index.php next give the destination path, that is where www/html. Okay, html, enter. So that means that I have moved. Similarly, I'll try to move my HP_model also. HP_model. HP_model.ml. Okay. So next is enter. Okay, ls. Let's go to where www.html. Okay, enter ls. Yeah, my files are available now, but here there is one index file, that is this file. Okay, so the default Apache server file, so I have to remove that first file. So to remove, what I will do, I'll use rm index.html, remove this. Now as far as this location is concerned, I have two files, index.php and HP model. Let's see whether that my model will work on production department or level or not. So this is my, hope you can see the screen. Participants, hello.
Yes, we can see the
screen. Let's see whether this will work or not. But this is the method, okay, of deploying the machine learning model. Can you see? Hello. Yeah, this is how, but let's see, prediction should come here. Okay, let's see, Bommanhalli. I have only two options. We can use more options later on. We can try, okay, for the more options. Let's see whether this will predict or not. In Bommanhalli, let's say BHK2 square feet, let's say 1200. Okay, year of old, let's say 2 years. Let me try for 5 years. Floor, let's say 3rd floor. Submit. No, it's not working. Participants, hello.
Yes,
hello.
sir.
It's not working. So I have to work till now. I have to work now in this. Okay, so why it is not working? Hope till now, whatever we have executed, you are cleared. Hello. Hello, participants.
Yes.
Cleared, right? Cleared, right? Okay, let me work on that. Maybe because of some column and mismatching, maybe names are mismatching. That is the reason my PHP file is not getting those values. Okay, so I'll work that one very quickly. Maybe tomorrow, in day after tomorrow session, I will demonstrate how to predict the value using HP_model. Okay, so if you have any doubt, please let me know. Hello.
Yes, sir. No questions.
No questions. Only the prediction value should come there.
No. See, what I see is in that reference, some header you're referring to some.
Exactly. Yeah, sir. That some
PHP file you're referring one
location.
File.
This right?
Not this.
Which one?
If you open that PHP file, index.php.
Okay.
Not here in the.
Let me open that. One second, sir. Flooring. Yeah. See here what. But actually, I'm giving the request. I'm requesting directly from URL. Have a look on this. One second. One second. I'll open that file.
What I'm saying is, if you open that.
Yes. Have a look on this. Location 0. Location 0 means Bommanhalli. BHK 2. This one. Okay. So next square feet 1200. Old 5 floor. Floor 3. And then submit. There is something wrong in PHP file here. Let me open that file now. Where it is. Can you see the file, participants? Hello?
Yes,
hello.
No, see that.
Now, can you see the file?
Yeah, can you go to all the way to the top?
Top one second. Here, yeah, maybe, yeah. This one.
Yes, in the
Here.
reference, you are referring to house price predict.py. We don't have that file. Line number 10.
Okay.
That file is not part of our folder. We have
Okay,
to
sir.
keep this file also in that.
Okay.
We are referring this.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. That I'll work on. I'll demonstrate in next session. Okay, no?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's. Shall I share the screen, Piyush? You are there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Okay. So just I want to see that model. You know, I want to see that model. How you have designed that model? Okay. One second. I'll
yes,
share
sir.
the screen. You are ready, right?
Yes, sir, I'm.
1 second. He has done. I really appreciate Piyush. One T-shirt from our company. 1 second. News share screen. 1 second. Where is share computer sound? 1 second, sir. 1 second, Piyush.
You can stop sharing it.
1 second.
The moment you stop sharing it, he can get the sharing.
Yeah. 1 second. Share screen. Yeah, I have stopped sharing the screen. Multiple participants. Now you can share, Piyush. Now you can share your screen. Over to you, Piyush. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, I'm sharing.
Okay.
Just
okay.
a second.
Just I want to see that model, how you have designed, because yesterday late night 3 o'clock. Okay, I sat, but I was not able to design that model. So you are using XGBoost.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah,
sir?
yeah. I can. Other participants, can you see the screen?
Yes,
Yes.
sir, it is visible.
Okay. What you have done here?
Sir, basically I have done not here. I have done the pre-processing part in. Let me just take it a second. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now in this one, I have done basically. Is it visible now to everyone?
Yeah.
In this, I have taken in that Bangalore house prices dataset from Kaggle, and I put it in my GitHub account.
Okay, it is in your GitHub account.
So this is the way in which we get means from any URL you can get a CSV file if it is there.
If it is there, okay.
Yes.
Fine.
It was present in there in my. But if you are uploading in GitHub, you should note that if you directly use the GitHub link, it will not show. You have to use that raw link. First, I did that mistake for just directly taking that Bangalore house prices.csv page, but I found that you can't. Means it converts the complete page into a CSV file. Means it takes complete page as CSV. So we just needed our CSV file, that is Bangalore house.csv.
Yes.
So I read that, and after that I just did the basic intuition on that data set. What is the shape and what are the what are the rows in that particular data set. So after that I saw in area type what is there and different type of just basic intuitions. Main work started from here. I saw that there were many there were 1287 unique locations in this data set.
Yes, 1287 locations.
So if we convert all of them, it would be there will be additional 1287 features in our data set. Independent variable.
Yes.
So I dumped some of them, those who were appearing less than 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
To decrease the complexity. Then fantastic. I did basic one hot encoding for this. I got dummy variable for every location that was available.
Okay.
Uh,
Dummy variables.
yes. So after that, I concatenated it with the main data set.
Okay.
In this step, you can see that I have just taken that dummy variable set. Means yesterday, the one which we were doing.
Yes,
It is
yes.
just dummies. So I concatenated it with my original set
Okay.
here. And then I converted it into a CSV file
Fantastic, Piyush.
here.
Fantastic.
So this is
Okay.
my CSV file. I had just uploaded it on my GitHub account once again.
Okay.
And from there, I started a new model. So
Okay.
it will not look messy. The code
Okay.
will not look messy. From
Okay.
here, it is model building.
Okay.
So again, I started this. I imported the basic libraries.
Okay.
And after that, I once again did the same procedure for this OHE data reduce cat class.csv,
Okay.
which I have uploaded in my GitHub account.
Okay. It's in your GitHub. Okay. So I can fetch that data, right?
Yes, sir, you can. With
Okay.
this.
Send me that link, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So after that, I just plotted a basic Seaborn. I used a Seaborn library.
Okay.
It is just a library, just like Matplotlib, but it is visually more good. If we just plotted this using Matplotlib,
Okay.
this particular means heat map,
Okay.
it would have given us just that typical black and white image,
Yes.
and it would have given us a matrix of this probabilities, means 1, 0.89 of this one, of this. So I use SNS. It gives a better visualization. So from this, I observed that you can see that the bathroom
Exactly.
has correlation of 0.6. It has 0.6 correlation with the price.
Exactly.
And BHK had lesser, 0.57 correlation with price.
Price, right?
Means the price of that price of our particular flat is more dependent on number of bathrooms in it rather than how much BHK is it.
I see.
So means from there I could really see that means our most important variable is in terms of price, which is most correlated to our price data set.
Yes.
2 means our price variable. That is the bath.
Okay.
Means number of bathroom the particular flat has.
Flat is having.
Then I just saw that our complete data set, and I dropped that. I converted it into X and Y.
Okay.
Means further split it into X train test split, just like we did in our yesterday class. I did a split of 80%, means 20 for testing and 80 for training.
Training. Okay.
And this is what, if you type a particular data set and .info, it gives you in our, it would have given a much more intuitive here.
Exactly.
It gives a data type for every particular column, but in our means our data set, our column means X train data set had 243 columns.
243 columns.
So it didn't mention means it didn't showed that particular data type for every column. Okay. It just showed that for 241 of columns the data type is int, and for 2 of them it is float.
It's float.
So I just then went on with our linear regression model.
Okay.
For linear regression, it gave me an accuracy of 0.8629.
You are getting better accuracy, right? Sorry, that is different data set.
I cleaned that data set, so
okay,
it would have given me higher accuracy.
Is it possible, whether it is possible to increase more efficiency?
Yes, I have running that XGBoost, but it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, XGBoost takes a lot of time.
What happened here, I will explain that later. I will continue just with our model here. In our linear regression, it gave me an accuracy of 0.86, means 86% accuracy.
86. Okay.
So I tried that cross validation.
Okay.
Here, you can see that it is a function called shuffle shift, shuffle split.
Yeah.
What does basically that the train test split we took here, it just randomly splits the data set into our training and testing data. Means you can see here.
I didn't get. Can you repeat, please?
means
Shuffle.
this shuffle split does means it just splits our data into randomly. Means
Okay.
here we did just once in here.
Yes.
We just splitted our data once here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But for cross validation, I took means shuffle split, and
Okay.
it means it just splits my data into 0.2, and
Okay.
it splits into five parts, our data sets, into
Fine.
n splits. Means the number of split which our data has been done is 5, and the
Yes.
test size of each is 0.2.
Yes.
So I means it gives just a cross validation score on means on different part of our data set, what is the accuracy of the model. So
Okay.
on 5 different, this was the accuracy of my model. For the first time it was 0.82, another time it was 0.86. It just gives that whether your model is working for this particular split, or it will give you approximately same accuracy for each, and means any type of data in your data set.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, fantastic.
So after that, I tried to use means this was what I learned during, and means I did a course from IBM. So this was the part of my final project. So I just copied that from that final project. And it was just that we could from this particular code, it is nothing to worry about. It just gives you means it just you have to enter the various parameters that in linear regression you can normalize it using true. Means you are normalizing data
Exactly
before using it as input. Means before training you, are you normalizing your data? Or in decision tree there are many means criteria. There is an Friedman means 2 type of mean squared error calculation.
Exactly.
So
Information
that was
gain.
yes, in our tree classifier there are means there are many, but I used mostly this 2.
Okay.
So I used mean square error, and I used Friedman MSE, means that in
where it is Friedman. Okay.
And
one second,
uses
Piyush. Let me note down that Friedman. I want to practice this.
Sir, I will forward you this code directly.
Fine. No, you don't forward me. I want to practice.
Okay. Yes, sir. And then in our decision tree, we have to split the data.
Okay.
So in split, there are many methods. Means you could use the best split. Means the split which has most information gain. Or you could just randomly split it into and then observe what is the accuracy.
Okay.
So there is this 2 type of splitter in means there is one more, but I use this 2. This was sufficient. And then I cross means the step which we did here above of cross validation here. I just repeated that in our on our loop to get the algorithm name and what is its best score.
Okay.
Which we are getting from this model.
Okay.
And what are the best parameters that we have used, means whether it is MSE or best or random.
Fine.
So if it so I got an accuracy of 0.847796 on linear regression. And
after normalizing.
Yes, after normalizing. No, not after normalizing.
That is before normalizing.
Yes.
84.7 after or before normalizing?
Sir, probably that would have happened because in this split, the split which I have done here, means the cross validation which I have done here, it would have taken a different split than the one I used earlier. Means the basic I used here.
Okay.
So it would have decreased that accuracy. Fine. So after that, I try to implement the one which you told now, that implement XGBoost. So probably it would happen that something is wrong here in my code.
Okay.
I will just
try that one, XGBoost also, Piyush.
I think model strain, that XGBoost model strain, it took around me 45 minutes because because XGBoost is the boosting type of algorithm. So it just trains your model according to the weakest learner.
Exactly.
It tries to strengthen your weakest model, and then pass away that whatever parameters it has learned from that weak learner to a future learner.
Yes.
which would be stronger than the past one.
Past one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've
That is, yeah, that means linear regression completely works opposite to XGBoost algorithm.
yes,
Yes.
linear regression is mostly, you would say, it runs parallelly, and it is means it would be a type of bagging algorithm, and
Yes.
XGBoost is boosting algorithm.
Boosting algorithm.
So
Fine.
I have trained this model. I will get it back in next class.
Fine,
I
fine,
will see.
Piyush. Fantastic. You have done a great job. Other participants, one T-shirt from our company. Okay, for Piyush. Okay, is it possible to deploy this model, Piyush? Can you try
So-
that? Already you are getting 86%, right?
Yes, sir.
Now in today's session, I have demonstrated how to deploy the model. Can
Okay,
you
sir.
deploy this model in operational level?
Sir, you means I didn't exactly follow all the steps you said today.
Fine. Okay.
So after you upload the video, I will try.
Fantastic. Okay. Piyush. First you try with Apache server, then we'll go for REST API. Right?
Okay, sir.
Other participants, I'll upload this, the recording session within 2 to 3 hours. Participants, hello?
Yes, sir.
Other participants?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so also you can also take this type of the projects, I have taken for house prices. You can take for cancer related data. Okay, work on cancer related data or health sector related data. So
Sir,
you
I
can-
have again passed that remote
Screen.
control to you.
Fine, one second, Piyush. Okay, so take one simple example data set. You can go to Gaggle and you can find some good data set. Especially, you take the data set. What I recommend, you take the data set either in health sector or HR sector is there. Okay, financial sector. One more thing is there. What is that? Stock market. Stock. You can work on stock market data set also. Okay, so this is it, guys. In today's session. In next session, we'll try to take some more the concept. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay, or else I'll wind up the session. Participants.
Thank you, sir.
Jay Kumar sir.
No, sir. We have to practice a lot.
Yeah, you practice hands-on session, sir. Trust me. The moment when you start hands-on session, when you start practicing, you don't feel like sleeping also. Sometimes you sit in front of computer for late night, 3 o'clock, sometimes 4 o'clock. Sometimes I never used to sleep 48 hours complete work. Then I'll take 8 hours of rest.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You take one good data set you take, sir, and start practicing. Next to Pooja ma'am. Hello, Pooja ma'am. Hello, you are there, Pooja ma'am? Hello, Pooja ma'am. Rutuja ma'am. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Rutuja ma'am, you start practicing. At least
Yes.
a simple project you try to execute. Okay, simple
Sir,
project.
I have a question.
Okay.
Is it necessary that we do this, like we have this index.php file? So
Okay.
is it necessary we have to design that model in PHP, or we can do in?
There are two options. I can give two options as per my knowledge. If you are using Apache, you write, just to design in front. Okay, so to display in front. So we will be using HTML and PHP. We can use other server also. Okay, lightweight server called Nginx, Nginx, Nginx server. So there, instead of using this PHP, we can use Course 3. Using Course 3, we can write Python program directly. That I will demonstrate how to do it. There are two options. Okay, either you can use, you can write in Python or you can write in PHP. That up to you. But as far as machine learning is concerned, okay, so that our part is to finally we should get some file with the .ml. Okay, so .ml. After that, you can give it to some web developer that it is their job to deploy that one. Hope you are clear, Rutuja ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Take data set, work on data set. Okay, first learn how to clean the data set. That itself will take around 50% of work. Okay, job. Next, once the data set is clear, it's very easy then. Okay, all the packages you can use, and you can try different methods. Okay, using machine learning algorithm. Srinivas sir, hello. Yeah, you also start practicing. Almost now 8 sessions over.
Yes,
I hope now you are little bit familiar with AWS.
yes, sir,
AWS
yes, sir.
and Python. Okay, now it's your time now. Okay, so start working. Don't run behind theory. Okay, so completely try to have hands-on sessions. Shall we log? I'm signing off now. If you have any questions, please let me know. Shall I sign off?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Piyush.
you, Piyush.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.